Sprouts, Fiona here. How are you this week? Did you see our awesome banner? It says Kids Church, and that's right, it's time for Kids Church this week. We have an awesome program this morning. We have craft, we have Bible stories, we have songs, and we hope that you really enjoy it and you get to spend some great time singing, dancing, doing craft, and being with God. We love you and we can't wait to see you, and I'll see you at the end of the program. Bye.
Hey families, I'm Katie and I'm so happy to have church with you right now. I wish I had a superhero seeing power. You know, like looking through walls or being able to see invisible stuff. If you had a superhero seeing power, what do you think you would see? Oh, that stuff sounds cool. Now, let's learn our point together. Every day, I can trust Jesus. Now say it with me. Come on. Every day, I can trust Jesus. Great. Now it's time for our everyday song that talks about that. Stand up and sing and dance along with me.
Every day I'll choose Jesus, I will follow you. 'Cause there's a world outside that can't seem to make up its mind. It's saying this and that and this, everything's changing all the time. You are the light, the truth, the way. So I'll say, hey, every day I'll choose Jesus, I will follow you. Let everything I do honor you every day. I'll trust and obey every word you say, 'cause I know that you love me. I'm following your way every single day. I wanna be who you want me to be. You are the light, the truth, the way. So I'll say, hey, every day I'll choose Jesus, I will follow you. Let everything I do honor you every day. Every day I'll choose Jesus, I will follow you. Let everything I do honor you every day. Every day I can
trust you, Jesus.
Every day I choose
to honor you.
Every day I can
reflect you to others.
Every day I am
who you say I am.
You are the light, the truth, the way. And I'll follow you every day. I'll say, hey, every day I'll choose Jesus, I will follow you. Let everything I do honor you every day. Every day I'll choose Jesus, I will follow you. Let everything I do honor you every day. Hey, every day I choose Jesus, I will follow you. Hey, every day I'll choose Jesus, I will follow you. Hey, every day I'll choose Jesus, I will follow you. Hey, every day I'll choose Jesus, I will follow you.
Hey everyone, my name is Brittany and we're so excited you're joining us today. Today we're talking about the story of Gehazi's eyes being opened. Gehazi was kind of freaking out when he and Elisha were surrounded by an enemy army. But Elisha prayed that the Lord would open his eyes, and when he did that, Gehazi saw a much larger army of angels surrounding their enemy. After that, Gehazi wasn't so worried anymore. Many of us need our eyes opened as well. Not our physical eyes, but our spiritual eyes. And when the eyes of our hearts are opened, it allows our trust in Jesus to grow more and more. And that's why today we're saying, every day I can trust Jesus. We're gonna start things off by singing a song together. So let's go ahead, stand up, sing this out with us as loud as you can.
Faith, I believe you created everything. By faith, I believe that Jesus died for me to take away my sin. Now I'm alive in Him. Oh, oh, oh. I live by faith. Oh, oh, oh. I live by faith. I know you are good. I speak your word and I believe for what I cannot see. By faith, I can do all things through Jesus Christ who strengthens me. You strengthen me. Yeah. Oh, oh, oh. I live by faith. 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 F-A-I-T-H. 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 Oh, oh, oh. I live by faith. 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 Hey you, listen up. I got something inside, can't get enough. It's true, I'm telling you. What you see in me is Jesus. I'm gonna show my friends and family this light glowing inside of me. I'm gonna shine for all the world to see. I'm gonna shine a light. I'm gonna shine a light for all the world to see. Come on, let me hear it. I got the fruit of the Spirit. Come on, let me hear it. I got the fruit of the Spirit. My spirit is gonna win. 'Cause every day I'm gonna
sounded so good. Thank you for singing along with us. And now we're going to take some time to watch a Bible story together. Like I said earlier, today's story is about Gehazi's eyes being opened. So let's check it out.
A long time ago, the king of Aram chose a spot for the Israelites to fall into his trap. The ambush was a secret. The Israelites couldn't find it on a map. A holy man learned of the king of Aram's plot. I must tell my king, he quickly thought. This man was no ordinary Israelite. His name was Elisha the prophet. His gift was very special. Not even kings could top it. Elisha was a messenger of God and could tell others what God said. He could even warn leaders before evil plans had a chance to spread. Elisha told the king of Israel,
"Watch out! King Aram has set up a trap for your army in this place. It's an ambush you do not want to face."
The king of Israel warned his army not to visit that place. But the king of Aram found out and was furious. How could the Israelites find out? King Aram was very curious. The king of Aram called his officers and asked,
"Which one of you gave our secret away to the king of Israel? Tell me fast."
Sir, Elisha was the one who told of our secret plan. He must not be any ordinary man.
The king of Aram sent horses and chariots to surround Elisha's town. He planned to stage a violent showdown. Elisha's servant saw the horses and chariots and was worried. But Elisha replied in a hurry,
"Don't worry. There's no need to hide. We have God's angels on our side. And because God loves and favors us so, we can be confident we are safe. This I know. God, open my servant's eyes and let him see, so he knows that he's safe with God and believes me."
The scene was incredible. The servant was amazed. God's protection was visible. The servant knew to give God praise. The servant's eyes were open to see God's actions. When the Arameans eventually attacked, Elisha prayed with passion.
God, make the Arameans blind, so that all they see is darkness before their eyes.
The entire Aramean army was blinded by God's power. They followed Elisha straight to the king of Israel in a matter of hours. As they entered the city, Elisha prayed from afar.
God, open their eyes so that they see where they are.
The king of Israel wanted to defeat the Aramean army, but Elisha had other plans.
Send the army back to their king and get ready to prepare them a feast. They've done enough for today and should be released.
Because of God's power and protection, the Arameans didn't bother Israel anymore. Remember, no matter what happens, God is fighting our battles in the midst of any war.
What an incredible story! Elisha's servant Gehazi was totally freaking out, but then God opened his eyes. Our friend Pastor Andrew is going to be talking to us a little bit more about our story right now, so let's take a look.
To see, I have to wear contacts or my glasses. If I don't, everything looks blurry to me. Kind of like this. Yeah, it's not great. But no matter how good or how bad your physical eyesight is, we also have a spiritual eyesight too. And usually, our spiritual eyes need some major help. Jesus talked about this a lot. He would be in a crowd of people and talk about how the religious leaders were being blind. And he would say to others, "You see, but never know what you are seeing." And then Jesus would say that some people were blessed because they had eyes to see. Now again, Jesus wasn't saying you all need glasses because your eyes are messed up, but he was talking about their spiritual vision. They needed to see something that was impossible for them to see on their own. We have all sorts of amazing machines that help us see things that we could never see on our own. We have night vision goggles that allow people to see even when it's totally dark outside. If you had a pair of these goggles, then you would never stub your toe in the dark again. And then We have infrared goggles that allow us to see the heat coming off of something or someone. It can make you look like you're on fire or glowing these crazy colors. Isn't that awesome? We even have X-rays that allow us to see inside of a person. Think for a moment about how amazing that is, being able to see inside. Whoa. So yeah, there's all sorts of these devices that help us see things that we could never see on our own. And that's what Jesus is talking about. He wants us to know that there's a way of seeing that we could never have on our own. Jesus wants us to know that there's so much more happening all around us that our normal eyes will never be able to see. And even better news, we don't have to have some type of strange goggles to help us see this way.
Ever wondered just how exactly God sees things? Introducing the Godgles! This revolutionary, never-before-seen device allows you to see how God sees. Get yours today for the low price of $77.77. The Godgles are not guaranteed to work. Please consult your doctor before using this product. They cause skin irritation, hot dog fingers, sudden and complete pizza face, memory loss, bee's knees, uncontrollable dance breaks, inability to dance, temporary tooth loss, or blindness. Order yours today!
Yeah, those aren't real. The only way we're able to see this way is by God opening our spiritual eyes to see more of what God sees. Think of your heart as having eyes, and those eyes are dark. No light is getting through, and then God sends light to the eyes of your heart, and your heart begins to see. That's the start of the eyes of your heart being opened, to see what Jesus has done for you. And after you see this, you know this, then we can pray that God continues to open the eyes of our hearts to see this life more of the way that He sees it. And it allows our trust in Him to grow so that every day I can trust Jesus.
Pastor Andrew talked about how there's so much more happening all around us that our normal eyes will never be able to see. But even though your natural eyes can't see God, we know that He is close to us. So that's it for this week, and thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you next time.
Stop! Don't scoot off just yet. I have a Bible verse to share with you. Listen to what God says in the Bible. Isaiah 41:13. The Lord your God says to you, do not fear. I will help you. Now I'll say little parts and you can repeat them after me. You ready? Okay. Isaiah 41:13. The Lord your God says to you, do not fear. I will help you. Thanks for saying that with me. In the Bible story, Elisha's servant could be brave because God was there to help. And we can trust God right now because He's here to help us. We can be brave too. I had a great time having church with you. I'm gonna leave you with some questions to talk about with your family. When they pop up on the screen, pause the video and have a little chat. See you later.
Father's Day, and today what we're going to be making is we're going to be making a rosette. This is going to be for after the Dad Olympics. It's a little something you can give your dad after you or he has won the Dad Olympics. But let's get straight into it. So what you're going to need today is you're going to need 2 different colored papers. You're going to need some glue and some tape. You're going to need some scissors. You're going to need a pencil. You're going to need a cup. You're going to need a ruler, and you're going to need to have some markers as well. So first things first is we're going to take our pencil, I'm going to take our ruler, and we're going to go to our colored paper, and we're going to cut out 6-centimeter strips. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a little mark on each 6 centimeters on both sides. And generally you're only going to need about 2 strips, but you may need 3 depending on how big your paper is. So I'm just going to continue on with this. And then I'm going to draw a line straight down the middle of the paper to help me with my cut. Just going to align the dots. And there you have your 2 strips of paper. And now I'm just going to start cutting them out like so. So now I have my 2 strips of paper. And so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start doing a pleat. So I'm just going to start folding it up. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to do a tiny fold like so at the bottom. And then you're going to do the same thing on the other side. I'm just going to go backwards and forwards like so. So as you can see, I'm always folding the paper over when I do my next pleat. So when I next fold the paper, I'm now going to flip it over again, and we're just going to do that for both strips of paper. So now I've got my 2 pleats here, and we can just fold them out a bit, and you can see that you get this really cool little pattern. So what we're going to do is we're going to fold them out into a half circle each, like so. And then we're going to glue the 2 pieces together. So I'm just going to put glue on this end. And I'm going to stick it to this side here. And then we're going to go around and we're going to stick these 2 ends together. And now we're just going to let that dry and hold that in place as well, so you still get some nice pleated patterns. So now we've let our rosette dry, and we've got it right here like so. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a tiny bit of tape to make sure it stops folding in and out like so. So I'm just going to put a tiny bit of tape through the center on both sides. Just like that. Doesn't have to be perfect. It'll just hold it in place. And so our next step, what we're going to do, is we're going to take our cup, and we're going to take our white paper. It's a bit thicker, it's some card. And I'm just going to circle around that and cut that circle out. Like so. So you've got a nice circle outline there. Alright, we're just going to cut it out, and then we're going to decorate it. So now I've got my circle out, and it's looking quite nice, and now we're just going to decorate it. So what I'm going to do is you can put some stickers on it, you can put some different words on it, how much you love your dad, but I'm going to put World's Best Dad on mine. And I don't have stickers with me at the moment, but I have got a different colored pen, and I'm just going to be doing some stars around it. Maybe a smiley face as well. Just have a lot of fun with this. I think this is where you can be really quite creative. And now what we're going to do is we're going to take our tape. If you have double-sided tape, it's generally better, but in this case, if you don't, you can make a little circle of tape, like so, like this. Then you stick one end to your circle, and you stick the other end on your rosette. And that is our dad rosette. And I hope you enjoyed the craft this week, guys. That's all from me, and happy Father's Day. And I'll see you next week. Bye! Hey everyone, welcome to the Dad Olympics. It's Anna here, and today we're going to be doing some more fitness challenges together. So what we're going to do is we're going to combine several previous fitness challenges together, and you're going to do it and compare it to your dad. So your dad's also going to take part of this, and we'll see who wins at the end of it. So what you're going to need to do is for several of these, you're going to need to count how many you can do in 30 seconds. But for the plank, you're going to need to time how long you can hold your plank for. And so whoever has the most repetitions, or whoever held their plank the longest, gets a little tick. And then at the end of it, you can compare to see who wins. All right, let's get to this. So the first thing we're going to be doing is to see how many push-ups we can do in 30 seconds. Are you ready? All right, let's get to it. In 3, 2, 1. All right, so that round obviously went to me. I'm just going to put a tick there. And now we're moving on to star jumps and seeing how many you can do in 30 seconds. All right, in 3, 2, 1. Go. So Davies, you're a pretty good star, so you win that one. And now we're going on to planks. I hope you're ready for this. All right. In 3, 2, 1.
Hold it. Hold it. Nice work. Look at those core muscles move.
Well, it's one for the old fella.
All right. So now we're going to move on to high knees, Davies. I hope to see how you go. All right. Are we ready? In 3, 2, 1. Go! All right, so I won that one. So we're now going to break the tie with mountain climbers. All right, are we ready?
That's right, opposites.
Yeah, like that.
Okay.
All right, in 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Look at this coordination, people. Woo!
Bring those knees up, Davies. Final one goes to Dad. Have to say I lost this one. Good game. And I now present you with the rosette that I've made that says World's Best Dad. Here you go.
Yay!
And so one part of our Dad Olympics today is we're going to be doing a relay race, or kind of a race against your dad. And so what we've got here, as you can see, is we've got a really nice big piece of paper. We've spelled out father on it, and we've got two sides. So there's dad's side, and then there's the kid's side. And the objective is to find an object that starts with every letter of this. So you're going to get something like a fork for father. You can get maybe apples for A, and that's going to continue on throughout the list. And whoever can do it the fastest wins. All right? So I'm gonna get my dad into this as well. Come say hi. And so now what we're gonna do is we're just gonna start, we're gonna put some music on, and we're just gonna see who wins this.
Alrighty, here we go. On your marks, get set, and go.
Oh wait, no, we didn't want that.
Oh, quick! Uh-oh, we've got eggs. Yes, and we have a winner! Woo!
Alright. And that's all for this challenge, guys. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed playing it with your dad, and I'll see you next week. Bye!
Hi everybody, we hope that you've had an awesome program today. We hope that you really enjoyed the activities with your dad, and I hope that you won. We would love to hear how you went, particularly Anna. She has been, she's busy. She's busy, she's tired, but she would love to hear how you did competing against your dad. We are also excited that phase 2 is opening up, which means we can all move outside and maybe see some friends as well. Yes. So we hope that we can catch up with you soon. Take care, God bless, have a wonderful week, and we love you. Bye.
Bye!
Hi everybody, we just want you to know that there were no dads or kids harmed in the making of this video. Bye!